Yeah. So what I suggest is you can raise your hand and maybe me or somebody can permit you to ask any questions, or you can type the question in the chat box if you have anything to ask. Or if you have nothing to ask, let me know. I will talk a little about the course. Shall I talk about the course? Can someone or few of you say yes?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, okay. So the intent of the course is actually this, okay. Um, I had previously offered a couple of NPTEL courses. My first course was on decarbonization strategies through architectural design. That was the first one. In that, I was trying to say uh, how we can design buildings so that the or the carbon dioxide emissions are less. Then I was trying to tell what is CO2 emissions, why is it important, what is the role of architects in reducing CO2 emissions or greenhouse gas emissions, what is greenhouse gas emissions, all that I was telling. Then the next course that I offered was on building materials as a cornerstone to sustainability. So I was trying to say how it is important for us to choose building materials so that we as a architect or designer fraternity can contribute to lessening CO2 emissions. Then it struck me, okay, all this is fine, but how do how do we decide which strategy is best for which climate type? Um, because if you actually see the NBC classification, it is very broad. Warm humid means Chennai is also warm humid, Vijayawada is also warm humid, uh, a hilltop, Araku Valley is also warm humid, Vizag is also warm humid. So the entire coastal belt is warm humid. But if you actually see the temperature, precipitation, it is not so. It's very different. For example, people who are from Chennai or Mumbai, which is a coastal place, humidity plays a huge role in how you feel. Whereas if you go to a slightly, say, a place like Chengalpet or a place towards Andhra, then the humidity is not so high. It is the heat which is high. So can we use the same strategies in Chennai and in Vijayawada? Definitely not. So what to do? How do I tell students this? And that is how I had conceptualized this course on bioclimatic architecture, where the intention was primarily to tell you that there is something called simple passive strategies, which are for which we don't need anything. In fact, we need only common sense to design, to use simple passive strategies. Like orientation, how do you orient the building, which side you give openings, how do you shade the openings, and things like that. But there are some advanced passive strategies also which have been used in the world, all over the world, and in India also. Now it is like generalized. Now anyone uses it. So these will be like earth air tunnels or hot pipe cooling methods or earth bombing, etc. Okay, this I'll tell you like one checkbox, but how will you know which strategy you should use for which climate type? And that is how I thought I should introduce you to the tools of architecture, tools of this simple tools, which is Mahoney's table and climate consultant. So if you use Mahoney's table, the output will give you simple passive strategies. It will say have walls which have high thermal lag, have openings in 20 to 40%. So it will give simple passive strategies. I introduced Mahoney's table as a mark of respect for, imagine the brain. Mahoney's table was done in the year 1972. So can you imagine the intelligence of those people who were able to correlate so many factors to eventually give us the strategies? And then I introduced you to climate consultant, which is which the base of climate consultant is actually Mahoney's table. And in climate consultant, beautifully, as by now you would have done that, isn't it? You have done climate consultant now, isn't it? So in that, clearly we can see for a particular place, whether it is Pune or Chennai or Vijayawada or any place, to achieve so many comfort hours, what strategy should be used? So, and then that's how the course went. So what I feel is and then in between what I did was I had even conducted a workshop. Did anyone of you attend that workshop of mine? That was through IIT Madras only. I had conducted a hands-on workshop on simple tools for advanced passive strategies, in which I had handheld students to work on Mahoney's table and climate consultant. I might offer it again also. So, ah, so no, nobody has attended from here. I didn't see any yes so far.
No, ma'am. Sorry. Actually, uh, I was not able to attend that.
Oh, but
Maybe
you
I
were
missed
aware, is
that.
it?
Okay.
You were aware?
Actually, I went through the lecture that you uploaded there regarding the Mahoney's table,
Ah,
but the workshop I was not able to attend due to
that's
some reason.
okay. Not attending the workshop is fine, but then I just wanted to know whether you were even aware of it.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm little
Achha,
aware about that. Yes.
theek hai. And then we did that workshop in which I realized that it was good that I have included. Uh, See, I'll also tell you one thing. This use of a climate consultant may look like repetitive to you because I have tried to show it for various climate types. But why I have done like that is we get a spectrum of students. Some students are slow learners, and also had been given an agenda that it should reach or appeal to places where they don't really have good teachers to teach, maybe tier 2, tier 3 cities. So I thought there's no harm in repeating it. Those who are confident about it can skip it or watch it on double speed. And therefore, for all the climate types, I have taken a place and demonstrated how to use climate consultant. Now, these are things which you should also experiment and try to use it yourself for various places and see, like how I had shown for uh, the four solstice period, how the strategies change. So, which strategy should for which of the months should you actually design? That is where every designer will be different because of those decisions that you take and what is the design decision you take to sort of nullify the effect. So that is the what shall I say, the history of how I conceptualize this course and how I have taken and what is my final agenda. My final agenda is simply this: if you are given a particular place and asked to design, how will you convince your client in a very scientific manner about what you are doing and what he should accept? So no client should say that, no, sir, I want windows of this size only. Or he should not say, no, sir, we cannot afford to have this system that you are suggesting. Now, with the help of this tool, you can clearly show them, if you do this, this will happen. So it is more like evidence-based output. That is my main agenda. Because I don't know how many of you are students also. It will be very useful for you in your theses and things like that also. You don't have to convince anybody. You just have to do this and show the results, and you can jump to design straight away, whether it is in practice or academia. So this is what I had to tell from my side. If you have anything to talk about or suggest or anything like that, please free to do that.
Actually, ma'am, I have one question.
Yeah.
Um,
Sir, please
which,
introduce yourself, sir. I
sorry,
want.
sorry for that, ma'am. My name is Pushp Manas, and I am from Jammu and Kashmir.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, I have a question. It's like which PCM
Hmm.
uh, is ideal for composite type of climate?
Sir, PCM and climate is not connected that way. PCM is a strategy only.
Is it not like a material
It is a
kind?
material. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Phase change material it is a material. So what does that have to do with composite climate?
Mm, I mean to say like some material have an ability to, like um, they have their own capacity of retaining like whatever or
Yeah,
losing
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So in that perspective, I'm just telling that in that particular climate, like in a composite climate where winters are at uh, some degree of temperature and summers are at some and 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 in that type of climate, which type of like material is like ideal for it?
Which type of material is ideal is a different thing. Which type of
And
PCM is different, because
different. Okay, ma'am.
that is
Sorry.
why that is why I've taught you climate consultant. Have you done that for composite climate? I mean, have you seen the lecture on composite climate and climate consultant?
Yes, I gone through little bit, but
No,
not
please go through
elaborating.
that, because in that I have shown how for March month what strategy you should take.
Okay, ma'am.
And so for four, I have divided the year into four periods:
Periods. Okay.
spring, autumn, summer, and winter. For each of these periods, what is the strategy that you should follow? Karke, I have even put a comparative table.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And so now, as a designer, you see which is the most critical month for which you want to design.
Okay,
You
ma'am. Got
think
it.
you in a composite climate, you will have extreme winters, you will have extreme summers. Okay, and in between you will have two other seasons, spring and autumn. So for which am I going to design? Shall I design for spring and autumn and say that you use a heater in winter and AC in summer? Or should I design it for summer and say use a heater in winter? Or should I, like that, you have to explore. And in climate consultant, there is also one tab which says the best solution.
Okay, ma'am.
Try that. That's why I think even in the lecture, I said that you should start trying climate consultant and work on it. You can press the tab for the best solutions, and it will give you the best solutions you have to follow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so try that tab and you will know. And look at that lecture properly till the end. In that, I have made a comparative assessment of how, and I have said, see, this is why climate consultant is important. You should not follow how normally we design. We take the average annual climatic data and we design. Because of that, we don't know for which month it is favorable, for which month it may not be favorable. But with climate consultant, you can do it month wise. You can do it however you want. So please see that. That will be an important thing for you.
Thank you, ma'am. I will work on it. Okay, thank you.
Please see that. Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody wants to discuss anything? Not necessary ask. Discuss. You can give me your feedback. Nobody? Nobody wants to give a feedback. Nobody wants to discuss. Huh. I have a question which says, ma'am, is there any building in a warm, humid climate like Kerala where I can do a literature study which is in an urban area constructed as per these technologies and had a good result achieving in thermal comfort? Well, Kerala, you are asking, you have Laurie Baker's building, madam. The thing is, Kerala is a warm, humid climate. What is it you need to create comfort in warm, humid climate? You need to have porous buildings. You need to have good ventilation in buildings. You need the sweat on your body to be carried away. Miss Aparna, are you here? Hello? Yeah, so, yeah, she has typed yes, ma'am. So, you need the sweat on your body to be carried away or swept away and cause evaporative cooling. Even if the temperature is less, but you don't have breeze, you feel very uncomfortable because of the humidity. Actually, the most comfortable situation in that climate will be standing under a neem tree. It's like that. Open, lot of breeze, but shaded on top. So it's the, in a way, most, what shall I say, non-complex climate to deal with. You give sufficient ventilation. Only thing is you should not overdo on the opening size. Otherwise, you run the risk of bringing in solar radiation along with breeze. Also, the breeze can be very warm. It can be hot. That is why these places normally have jalis. So that because of adiabatic effect, the hot air from outside, when it goes through the perforated openings and come inside, it loses its temperature and becomes cool. So you get, compared to outside air, you get cooler breeze flowing on your body and makes you feel comfortable. So any building which is very well covered on top and ventilated is a good design strategy in a climate like Kerala. And if you want to know exact case studies, any of the Laurie Baker buildings will do it. Go to Cosford. They will guide you. Is there anything anybody wants to ask? Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you. Are you a student, Miss Aparna? Mr. Manas, are you a student or you are a practicing architect? Mr. Pushp.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I am a government employee. I am draftsman,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
it is little bit related with my studies. And apart from that, I also done that postgraduate diploma in environment and sustainable development.
Excellent.
So I think so. I find it interesting, and so that is the reason I
Yeah,
opt
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah. So
to
if
add.
you have to design for a particular climate type, you will know what to do now.
Exactly, ma'am.
Yeah, so that I feel it's many times even architects may not know.
Yes, ma'am.
And so
I,
it,
yes, yeah, I hope it will, definitely it will add on in my.
even though you may not master the tools, at least you know there is a tool like that which gives an answer.
answer exactly, ma'am.
So that way.
I definitely work on this climate consultant
Yes. It's a
software.
simple tool. It's a
Okay.
nice simple tool actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, uh,
Anybody wants to ask anything or say anything? Is there anything anybody wants to ask from my side? This is all I had to say that how I started this course, what is the intention of the course, and I'll be happy if you know that there are tools like this with which we can start and initiate our design. Okay? So if you don't have anything else to ask, should we close the meeting or something? Or should I stay online until you have anything to discuss?
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for taking the course, and I hope you enjoy the course. And I hope you learn something and take back from the course.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. It was an edifying experience. A lot of things we learned from this course.
Yeah.
Now going to appear in the examination soon.
Oh, oh, that won't be difficult.
Okay,
Don't
ma'am.
worry about the exams and all. If you have gone through whatever I'm telling, don't worry about it. That you have come so far, that is nothing.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Push. I
Okay.
have a doubt from students saying, ma'am, I'm a student. Mr. Vimalnath, which roofing materials are best suited to handle both heavy monsoon rainfall and passive cooling needs in hilly regions of Kerala? In hilly regions of Kerala, would you need passive cooling? Is the first question. Okay. Now, if you say to handle monsoon rainfall, the easiest answer would be sloped roofs. That's why vernacular Kerala architecture has slopy roofs. The roofs are sloped. Okay. And cooling is something in hilly region. Do you need? Hilly region itself means it will be cool. And to see, I don't want any student to get these answers from someone. That is why I have taught you those two tools. One is Mahoney's table and another is climate consultant. If you put, don't say Kerala, you have to take a particular place in Kerala. Trivandrum, Kochi. Feed the data in the Mahoney's table and it will tell you whether you should have a heavy roof or a light roof. So I'm trying to teach you how to ride a bicycle. Why do you want me to hold your cycle as you pedal? Mr. Vimalnath, is it okay? Because even if you are going to tell me the place, I'm not going to randomly tell you a solution. It should be evidence-based solution, which we will get by
Questions
feeding
ಕೇಳೋಣ.
the climate data. Yeah, Mr. Gowda, are you speaking?
No, madam. Sorry.
Yeah. So you feed the data in Mahoney's table, or you see if the EPW file is available on Climate Consultant and check for yourself and inform me, ma'am, for a place like Calicut, this is what it should be. This is how it should be designed. And when you are an architect or a designer or you're designing for somebody, you take the results and show them, sir, no, sir, see, I am not telling. Anyways, you don't trust me. I am not telling, but this is the proof that what I am saying is correct. Okay, right. Anybody has anything to ask? So I was looking at it more like a doubt clearing session or a session to tell you about how this subject came and what I want you to do after this subject. So based on the problem that is given, which is the place, and whether it is ventilated or not ventilated, you can go for the tool to get you the design solutions. Right? I don't see any doubts coming yet.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah,
Can we get another session with you in a couple of days, in coming couple of days, so that if we have any other queries, so that we can again discuss with you.
I will check out with IIT Madras if that is possible, sir, because they are the ones who coordinate.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will ask them if,
If it is possible, then
yeah, I will check out with them if it is
please.
possible.
Yes, ma'am. So that within this coming week, if there will be any other doubt in my mind, then definitely, or the students who are here, if they have any query,
Yeah, I will
if we
check
will
out.
get another session, okay.
If you want it like that, then what time would be okay with you so that I can tell them that also?
It would be better if it will be in between evening 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. If it
Oh,
is
somewhere.
convenient, if it is also convenient to you, then
Yeah. I was in that way only thinking today it's at 5 o'clock. Somehow it just skipped my mind
sure, ma'am.
that it got preponed. I'll just check and let you know if it is fine. Otherwise, you can, I don't know.
Is there any other alternate through mail or
Yeah, you can mail me.
okay, ma'am. Your mail is reflecting, I think, in this course. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
it'll be there.
Okay, ma'am.
So you can mail me. Anyways, I'll ask them in another 2-3 days, or when is your exam?
Ma'am, it's
26th.
mentioned 26,
26th.
around 26th or 27th. 2 day. It's not mentioned exactly on
अच्छा,
20.
before 20th ऐसे रखते हैं,
Uh-huh.
20 तारीख के पहले. So I'll ask them before that whether it's possible. If it's possible, fine. Otherwise, you can mail me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
ठीक है.
Thank you, madam.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Pushpi. Right. So I assume nobody has any doubts to ask. Well, I'll be online until you don't think there is anything to ask and leave. That's the only way. From my side, I have finished the discussion.
Thank you, ma'am. Leaving the
Right. Thank you.
session.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Push. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah. Anant, sir. Mr. Anant, ninga online. Are you online? No. Right, Miss Aparna and Sadika. So I will take leave considering that there is nothing much for you to ask me. Okay?